Noah and the Ark, a story of faith and obedience. Close your eyes and let yourself drift back to the beginning, to the days when the earth was young and humanity had multiplied across the land. This is a story from the book of Genesis, a tale of one man's unwavering faith and God's promise of redemption. Let the ancient words wash over you as we journey together through this timeless account. In those early days of the world, the Lord looked upon the earth and saw that the wickedness of humankind was great. Every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil continually, and this grieved God to his very heart. The earth had become corrupt in God's sight and was filled with violence. But there was one man who found favor in the eyes of the Lord. His name was Noah, and the Scriptures tell us he was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. The Lord spoke to Noah and said, "I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth." In this moment of divine judgment, God also revealed his plan for mercy and preservation. He instructed Noah, "So make yourself an ark of cypress wood, make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out." The specifications that God gave were precise and purposeful. "This is how you are to build it," the Lord said. "The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide and 30 cubits high. Make a roof for it, leaving below the roof an opening 1 cubit high all around. Put a door in the side of the ark and make lower, middle, and upper decks." These weren't the imaginings of a man, but divine blueprints for salvation itself, measurements that would create a vessel capable of riding out the greatest catastrophe the world would ever know. God then revealed the fullness of his plan to Noah. "I am going to bring floodwaters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, every creature that has the breath of life in it. Everything on earth will perish." How those words must have settled upon Noah's heart, the weight of knowing that the world as he knew it would soon be washed away. Yet in the next breath came the promise of hope, "But I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark, you and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you." The covenant continued with instructions that revealed the breadth of God's compassion, even in judgment. "You are to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of creature that moves along the ground will come to you to be kept alive." Then God added, "You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten and store it away as food for you and for them." Noah wasn't just building a boat. He was preparing a refuge for life itself, a floating sanctuary that would carry the seed of creation through the waters of destruction. And here is where we see the essence of Noah's character revealed in the simplest, most profound statement in all of Scripture. Noah did everything just as God commanded him. No recorded questions, no visible hesitation, no demands for proof or explanation. The Bible tells us that Noah was 600 years old when the floodwaters came upon the earth, which means he had lived centuries before this moment, accumulating wisdom and deepening his walk with God. When the time came to act on faith alone, Noah responded with perfect obedience. The Lord spoke to Noah again, saying, "Go into the ark, you and your whole family, because I have found you righteous in this generation. Take with you 7 pairs of every kind of clean animal, a male and its mate, and 1 pair of every kind of unclean animal, a male and its mate, and also 7 pairs of every kind of bird, male and female, to keep their various kinds alive throughout the earth." God's care extended to preserving not just life, but the diversity and abundance of life. Then came words that must have sent a shiver through Noah's soul. 7 days from now I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe from the face of the earth every living creature I have made. The Bible records what happened next with beautiful simplicity. And Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. Picture the scene as it unfolds. Noah, his wife, his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives, moving into this great ark that had taken so many years to build. Then came the animals, 2 by 2, just as God had said. Pairs of all creatures that move along the ground, birds of the air, and every living thing came to Noah and entered the ark. The Lord was orchestrating this great gathering, bringing the animals to his servant. The Scriptures tell us that, on that very day Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, together with his wife and the wives of his 3 sons, entered the ark. The animals went in as God had commanded, male and female of every living thing. And then, in a moment of profound significance, the Lord shut him in. God himself sealed the door. Noah didn't close it in fear or uncertainty. The Lord closed it as an act of divine protection, securing those inside from the judgment that was to come. Rest now in this image, the great ark, filled with the precious cargo of life, sealed by God's own hand. Inside, Noah and his family waited in faith, trusting in the promises of the one who had called them to this extraordinary act of obedience. Outside, the world continued as it had been, unaware that everything was about to change. Let this picture of faithful waiting carry you gently into peaceful sleep, knowing that tomorrow we will continue with what happened when the fountains of the great deep burst forth and the floodgates of the heavens were opened.